Welcome everyone to the video, and today we are going to talk about ROBB's War and the best team. Now, it is going on right now, and if we look at the top teams that are going on, I will show you and I will explain why they are the best teams. Now, this team has Ned Stark, Lord of Bones, Red Jon Snow, and Dreadfort Flair. This is the number one team right now. This one right now has Dreadfort Flair, Ned Stark, Jon Snow. This was on a level to try to replay to get it higher. We have a couple of things in handy that are the same. And I'm going to tell you what the best team is. First of all, we are going to have Ned Stark as the lead character because he is going to give all enemies to start the battle with one ice, which is very important to get it started. The goal in ROBB's War is to try to get each enemy to 5 ice and 3 bleed and then kill them. Once you do that, you are in good shape to get maximum points. Now, when an enemy becomes brittle, he's going to gain 25% physical resistance for 4 turns and heal the team for 7.5% of his max HP. Then he heals himself when he takes critical damage. So he's going to be doing some healing, and also his move is going to be taunting for 6 turns, which is going to help you to keep your team alive. Now, the bonus character, Julie, or Julia, whatever her name is, the bonus character, whenever you use your skill, she's going to afflict the target with a bleed and an ice. So what's really important is to get the skill done, and then you're going to use this guy right here who's still an all-star, the Dreadfort Flair. You are going to want to kill the bleeding enemy to afflict 3 random enemies with 1 bleed. So you're going to get that. Bleed lasts for 3 turns, so just keep that in mind. His move is a slow speed move that inflicts bleed to an enemy. So that's one way you can inflict bleed to transfer more bleed over to the other one. But remember, every time there's 2 ways of getting bleed on opponents. If you match the gems that are numbered, those are going to inflict either bleed or ice. And then also, if you use your special move and you have Julia on the team, you are going to be able to inflict bleed as well. And then you could use Julie. She does hit very hard to take out an opponent with 5 ice and 3 bleed. That is the way to go. The next character on the team that I feel is essential for the best possible team is going to be Lord of Bones. And Lord of Bones has a fast speed AoE move with the 75% chance to afflict each enemy with ice. He does bonus damage when they're brittle. And when an enemy is defeated, this is important. When an enemy is defeated, all enemies have a 100% chance to become afflicted with 1 ice. And then he is going to heal himself for 15% max HP. This is big because in Kingslayer, you're going to need him to heal. And Ned is also going to heal the team as well when someone becomes brittle. So lots of ice. And then finally, for the final member of the team, you're going to have this guy right here. King in the North, Jon Snow. Now, Jon Snow has a very slow speed move. However, every time he gets ice, an enemy is afflicted with ice, he gains stamina. At my star level, it's 10% stamina. It adds up, and he gets his move quite often. So he's going to strike hard and afflict 1 enemy with 1 ice, and then he's going to strike 4 random enemies with a 75% chance to afflict 1 ice. This is going to happen a lot. It's going to help you with your stacks. It's super important. He's pretty tanky. And with Lord of Bones doing the AoE ice, you're going to get the ice fast. When Ned starts the turn, with afflicting the enemies with ice. He's going to fill his stamina. So all in all, just a great team. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is not to over level these characters. If your characters are too strong in certain difficulties, you will kill the enemy team before you can inflict the debuff. So you need to have an A team, a B team. You need that sort of thing. You need a weak team and a strong team. A great character who could be good for your weak team is Jory Cassell. He has a fast speed move, strikes all enemies with an 80% chance to afflict ice. Just phenomenal character with an AoE ice. You have other characters you can use. I use the Bone Collector. He's level 50, fast speed, chance to inflict ice. You just need enough ice makers and then something with bleed. Just bear in mind that when you use your special, when you have Julie on the team, you will inflict the debuffs. So you want to get 5 ice, 3 bleed, and then kill them off. That is how you get the maximum amount of points. This is an event with a lot of enemies. So you want to make sure you time everything right, you get everything good. Move gear around if you need to. If you're attacking and you're killing them off too fast, take gear off characters. If you need more sustain, move your best gear to these characters and give them more armor and more health. This is the best team for the event. Again, that is Ned Stark for the lead. Then we have for the bleed, Dreadfort Flayer. Then we have for the AoE ice and the passive ice, Lord of Bones. And then finally, King in the North, Jon Snow. And when you don't have Julie and you need a 5th member, you can use another character, like another ice maker is perfectly fine, just getting things going. Remember, if you match the tiles on the board and they hit someone, it will inflict debuffs. So that is another way to get the debuffs on a character. Julie with the specials, using the specials, what's on the board, and using your own guys to get bleed and ice. Remember, you want to do this. This is how you score the maximum amount of points for the event. This event is going to happen probably once a month, so it is important to have your teams. It is a very free-to-play friendly event. You don't even need, as you can see, my King in the North is only 198, and he's doing well in Treacherous and Kingslayer. And you just don't need them that high. If you overlevel, you're screwing yourself up. So keep that in mind. These are the best teams. Good luck on the event. Comment below and let me know what you think. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Take care, all.